Look at the base on that thing. That thing's got probably a 6.5-inch base. Holy cow. Did you hear that on the camera? Huge rock slide back there behind me in the canyon. Thought it was thunder, but it was rocks coming off. Huh. Anyway, this is I was just counting. I've been in a slump ever since that honey hole I found. And, in the last 5 trips, counting today, this is only the second antler I've picked up. I kind of knew that this is a long shot, one of those areas where I'm going to probably walk a while, but if I find something that's going to be cool, definitely a cool buck right here. But I'm hoping I'm getting finally into the zone here. I'll get into some more antlers. Hopefully we'll have a good day today, and we'll see what we can turn up. Had a huge storm come through the last 2 days, but down here it's mostly rain, so everything's just sloppy, muddy. Had to come through some ice and snow to get here, but not too bad. We made it. Hopefully it'll be thawed by the time I got to climb back up out of here. Alright, I think I got a deadhead down here. I think it's a heavy 2-point. I'm not sure. It's either that or a big antler. Oh, it's not a deadhead. I thought it was a deadhead. Go find the antler. Find him up, dogs. Find him up. Find him up. Find him up. It's a big one. Where is it, honey? Where is it? Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Good girl. Bring it here. Good dog. Good girl. Good dog. Good dog. Good girl. Thought it was a 2-point deadhead. Good girl. Don't chew on it. No. Good girl. See, this is why I don't like letting dogs chew on antlers. Talking with people that train shed dogs, and there's kind of a split on whether or not you should allow the dog to have and chew on antlers all the time, especially when they're a puppy. And I'm of the opinion that you shouldn't. And I never had any problem with Honey chewing on antlers like this until I left one out, and she's had it to chew on the last few days, and now all of a sudden it's just a chew toy. But that's a pretty good one with a chalky, a little chalky, but let's hope that's a sign of more to come. Alright, I just about walked over this one. I'm looking left and right out here in this flat, and just walked up on that one. What's cool about this one is, look at this double eye guard. Huge eye guards. That's almost possibly the same buck, but we were talking at Greg's house about one of the sheds that he's got that had a hollow base like this. It's kind of cool. Maybe starting to get into a little bit of a pocket here. That's this one right here is maybe 100 yards from that 4-point that I just picked up that I thought was a deadhead. So see what else we can turn up. That's actually good girl, Zoe. Zoe. Let's see what do I do with the treats. Here we go. Good girl, Zoe. Good girl. Did you get that one? Yeah, that's a part of a deadhead right there. Good girl. Good girl. Did you get that one? Good girl. Good girl. I have to dig out some more treats. And this is a good looking flat right here. Let's see what we can find in it. Good girl, bring it here. Bring it here. That's her first one. She found it before I did. Bring it here. Go get it. You forgot it. Go get it. And she didn't bring it. Go get the antler. Zoe, go get it. Go get it. Huh. Looks like a big two. Guess we're all getting tired. This flat's looking good though. I guess I get to go get it. Big two. That's funny, honey found it before I ever did. I saw her sniffing at it, but she didn't bring that one. Alright, I got another old troll here. See if the dogs find it. Just a troll. Look at that thing. Where is it? Look at that. Dogs flipped it. Thought I was recording, but it wasn't. My space on my SD card filled up. I need to delete some stuff, so it wasn't recording. Look at that buck. Oh man. I think that's very similar genetics, or it's the same buck that I've got other years off of. Not too many miles from here. That is a cool buck. Man, a lot of character in these bucks out here. Haven't really stumbled into anything giant, but everything's very non-typical. I think I've only found one that was just a straight up 4. All right, see if we can't match this dude up. Yes, we got another. Looks like a nice one. Wish Chunky Butt knew what she was doing, because she ran right up to it. But big dude. It's like a big straight 4. Nope, cheater. Cheater. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. All right, we'll count that good. Look at that. Nice. I don't think. No, different box. Double eye guard on that one. Just one of them's broken off. These fingers here are paying off. I've been coming up high so I could glass the flats, and I have yet to pick hardly anything up in the flats. But these fingers, I guess, is where these bucks are hanging out. There's game trails, but this pocket right here is finally paid off. It's like 4 antlers in this same little pocket. Just gotta keep moving. Eventually you turn something up. That's another cool buck. Just a little cheater on him. About the same age as that one. So the cool thing is I came into this canyon, 2 years ago I think, and I didn't find anything but just chalk stuff. And I came from another direction, a long ways away. So I got to looking on Google Earth. Actually, last week when Wes was here, this is exactly where he and I were heading, and we got distracted and walked some other country and didn't make it all the way here. But this is where we should have came, obviously. Starting to be a good day. A couple of nice bucks. Everything in here's got such cool character. Yes, I just came up. This one came from that point right there. I just came up here. I see probably the match. I can tell again it's another weird buck. Weird buck. I think that's the match though. Look at that. Good girl, honey. Good girl. Is that my match? Oh, it's a set. That's a set. Side by side set right here. It is not the match because. Good girl, honey. Look at that. I was just about to say, if I'd come up here and not found it, I was going to say, you notice that I'm back on my streak of not being able to find the matches. Single after single after single, and here we go. That's how you find the match. You just walk up on sets. Let's see. Let me get my I'll pick that set up. It's kind of cool, and then I'll show you these ones right here. All right, let's see if we can see this. That's the one I just found right down here. Thought that I'd matched it up with this one. There's the other one that I found on the other side of the canyon, directly across from me. And then we got this guy. A lot of character in these bucks. If I could figure out how to pick them up. A lot of character in these bucks out here. Look at the bases. Look at the spikes on the bases. Big eye guard on that one. Cool buck. This is a young buck. So these ones are old bucks. I'm pretty excited. Got a big canyon here I could go up, but I won't have time today, but it's going to be on the list. So I'm going to circle back. I'm going to circle back here and hopefully get some more. It's been a good day. It's kind of nice to kind of break the dry spell, and I might sit here and glass a little bit up the canyon a little bit, see if there's a reason why I need to walk up there. But yeah, feels good to have a good day. I mean, even when I'm on a slump like that, where I go 3 or 4 trips in a row without picking up anything, some of them, you know, pretty hard hiking days, you know, it's just, I mean, you just got to keep moving, got to keep walking, got to keep looking. They're just, you know, the kind of like, I found like 50 antlers in 4 trips, 5 trips, and then you kind of just gonna have those periods where you pick up 0 for 4 trips or 5 trips, and it's okay. I knew I was gonna get out of it, and hopefully we'll pick up something just wicked cool out here, something huge. That's what I'm hoping for. If you haven't, like and subscribe and hit that notifications button so you can get a video, so you get notification every time I put one out. I try to put out the type of videos that I like to watch, so hopefully you guys enjoy them, and I appreciate you guys and your comments and your support. Even some of the negative stuff, I have people that tell me if they don't like the stuff I'm doing, and that's okay. The reality is nobody can go out every single time and pick up, you know, big antler after big antler after big antler. If we could do that, it wouldn't be special when it happened. And so I'm not willing to just put out stuff that I think is garbage. I'm not going to put out videos of me cooking on a camp chef or something like that. Just that's the type of stuff I don't like to watch, so I'm not going to put that stuff out. If I find stuff, I got videos. If I don't, I may have other things that I think you might find interesting. Some of you do, some of you don't. The antler restoration video that I just put out, I know that there's certain people that are going to be interested in that. A lot of you may not care, but at some point, maybe a year from now, you'll be thinking, oh, you just found a big set, how do I restore it? That video will be there, and hopefully someone will get some use out of it. But I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to glass up this canyon. If I see any reason, I'll go up it. Almost wonder if there's a way I can get out. It didn't look like I had any options for getting up out of here other than the canyon I came down. So I am going to probably do a big loop here, get the other side of the canyon, and start looping back out. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got to get back. But thanks for watching. Let's see if we can find some more. Okay, here's the problem. Way over there, right by that tree right there, I think I can see an antler, but that's way over there. I've been wanting to get a pair of 12 power binoculars because occasionally, well, frequently it seems like, I have these situations where I think if I had just a little more magnification, I would save myself a walk over here. I'm not positive it's an antler, and I've moved and looked from 3 different spots. I can see the thing there. It could be a yucca plant. It could be a stick, but it could be an antler. And if it's an antler big enough to be seen from that far away, we're gonna walk over there and find out. What the heck? I mean, this pocket's been a honey hole. We've got 4, 5, 6 antlers in this one pocket. So be foolish to not walk up in here while I'm already here, since I don't know if there's any other way to get to this canyon. And if I get up here and there's more antlers, then I'll know that I need to find another way. This tells me right here, that's tells me that the cattle are getting in here somewhere, and I wasn't seeing cattle lower, so maybe there's a way off. You can see there's a lot more game sign and deer tracks and stuff. So anyway, I'll let you know. Let's go find out what it is. No way. I mean, I just barely started going. I was standing right here 30 feet in front of me earlier, and I decided, instead of going off over there, I decided to come up here. I got another side-by-side set right here in this wash. No, you can't see it, you can't see it, you can't see it. Boom. Side-by-side set. I walked right past that. Big three. Big three. 2 side-by-side sets in a row. Look at that. Yeah. I mean, it was silly for me to almost pull out and leave this canyon anyway. But how cool is that? I mean, that buck got right here in this draw. He was going to go down to the wash down here below me, which is running some water. And good girl, honey. Good girl. And dropped him side by side. Cool big three. I'll show you that one later. All right, so I guess you figured out by now that that antler that I thought was an antler clear across the way was not an antler. That's okay, because I found that other set on the way there. The phone was acting funny. It was skipped. I'd start a video and then it would stop and say I didn't have enough memory to do it, and I don't know why, because there's plenty of memory. But anyway, so that's why the video is a little bit choppier today. But I nearly forgot. I meant to tell everybody that did the guesses on the video of the Acton bucks. So the two, man, one of the dogs stinks. Woo! Anyway, the 2 bucks that we scored that Greg gave us numbers on, and Wes and I were both way off on what we were thinking. Well, if I remember, I thought one was like 203 or whatever I said, and Greg said it was 196. Maybe I said 205, whatever. Anyway, Greg said that one was 196 if I remember right, and then the other one we both thought was easily a 190 buck, and I think that Greg said 184, 185, somewhere right in there. We thought both of those were off, so we rescored them, and a lot of you guys have guessed. Well, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was 196 and 184, but whatever it was that Greg said that they were, that's what they scored at. And we just, you know, some bucks are a little bit harder to judge than others. There was 3 in a row that I got to the inch, and then those 2 that I was within, I was almost 10 inches off on a couple of them. But thanks everybody for guessing. If you watch that again, then whatever Greg says they were, that's what they ended up scoring within, and we got within like an 1/8 of them, so that's what they ended up being. Anyway, I got tomorrow. I'm trying to decide where to go, if I want to go back to that canyon I was in today, or try a different spot or something. It was nice to have a good day though, so probably get this video cutting out tonight while I'm having dinner. Appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And man, I'm getting excited. March is getting closer. I'm purposely going to places that that are new to me. I don't want to get into places that I know that bucks are and scare them out. Especially don't want to get into any of my elk areas for the next 2 months until everything gets on the ground. So I'm limited in places I can go, but I've still got a few places I want to hit. So we'll see what we do for tomorrow.